Action. What's up, everybody? I'm Darrin with Henson.
And I'm Taurey Henson.
And you're watching and listening to the In the Groove podcast. Now, today, we got the man himself in the building. Y'all been asking for him. He's here, live and direct. Also, right now, there's a reunion going on for Love and Hip Hop that comes on VH1. So that's happening right now, but he still gave us love and came to the studio when he has a VH1 special on right now. That shows you his dedication to his craft right now.
Definitely.
In the building, we got Mr. Khaotic himself. Give it up.
Hey, I like that little thing song right there. That made me feel like I was about to run out on the court or the field or something. Like I'm a ball player.
I'm going to give it to you again. Khaotic himself.
Woo!
What's up, Khaotic?
Man, I'm just vibing right now, man, living.
I see you feeling good.
Yeah, I just got off a flight. So listen, what's crazy is I flew to New Jersey at 7 o'clock this morning and flew right back to Atlanta at 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
Man,
What'd you do out there?
Huh?
What'd you do out there?
I had to go and take care of some business. You know, I be scamming and yamming and stuff like that. I had to go pick up some pieces.
They got you in the air. So let me ask you something. I want to start off with this because we say this is a podcast with a twist. Let me ask you something. Chaotic means complete disarray. But that's not you. You got stuff in order. You know what you're doing. You know why you want to do it. You know when you want to do it and if you want to do it. Tell me, now it's not spelled the same way, but tell me why you chose the name Khaotic.
All right, so I actually got named that by one of my big homies. His name's Zany. Shout out to Zany. One of my homies, he came home from prison. And I was a young jit. Like right now I might have it all together, but when I was a frustrated youth, I had nothing together.
No doubt.
I was actually chaotic. So I used to go with like my industry, like rap name, whatever was like my real name. And then he came home and you know how niggas go to jail, they learn big words. To him, chaotic was a big word.
Right,
so he come home, he like trying to give me game, talking to me like he, you know what I'm saying? Listen, youngin', you know what I'm saying? Listen, your name gonna be chaotic. Cause you crazy, you chaos.
Disarray.
Yeah, you that, like you chaotic. Me, I'm a youngin'. That's the biggest word I ever heard in my life at that time.
Like, word, I'm gonna be chaotic.
Like,
You put that on your chest and was like, yeah.
I'm chaotic.
Look, after that, I went and tattooed it on my face. And it was up since then.
I want to ask you this. You got people tapping into you.
Yes,
they
sir.
listening to you. They watching you.
Right.
You a TV star right now.
Yeah.
People been talking. Now I want to ask you this because we want to dive deep into this because you're an entrepreneur. You moving around. You making moves. You're not sitting still. You're not waiting for somebody to do something for you that you could do for yourself.
Exactly.
But I want to talk about one thing because you know the whole world was talking about this for a second. But I want to bring your information direct in this. So clearly you're all over the internet, loving hip hop. You used to be a lot bigger than you are now. That's focus.
Oh yeah, that's dedication.
You was a big man.
Yeah.
And you decided to work it off. I saw the workout videos. I saw the dedication. I want to talk about. Show everybody what you did. Show everybody what you did.
You go to talking like that. Like,
show everybody what you did.
Let me get these muscles up out.
Show everybody what you did.
Yeah, let me get these muscles up. Y'all hear him talk about my muscles.
You understand?
I'm gonna let my muscles talk for themselves. Go ahead. Now,
I mean, you was a big man and you worked it off.
Yeah. So,
and people try to say, oh no, he had operations. Like, hold on, slow down. I saw the sweat. I saw him working out. I saw the weights. I saw the repetition happening.
Yes, sir.
And I saw the dedication. They gotta respect that.
No, they got to.
They gotta put some respect on that. Tell me why for you. For you.
Well, I'm gonna let my arms talk.
Bam!
So yeah, you know.
Bam!
What happened was he got in the gym and he just started lifting weights with me. And I was like, at first it was rough on me because I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, lift nothing. But he stayed down and next thing you know, I just got stronger and stronger. And now look at me, I'm just a big old fat, thick muscle. And all the girls want to rub me and touch me now. And I shout out to Khaotic for getting me like this.
So I actually had heard you talk about that you started changing your diet. You was eating more for your blood type.
Yeah, so what it was, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my 30s. So, you know, once you know what I'm saying, you getting older, it's like, okay, the first half of my life, I put nothing but poisons in my body. Liquor, weed, drugs. all the most horrible food, pork, everything like that. And then it was like, you know what? It's like, okay, at some point in time in my life, I gotta transition and clean it up if I want to live another half of life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If I want to touch 70, 80,
and you
I'm
do,
gonna have
don't
to
you?
clean up.
You do, don't you?
So what I did was I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to because what it was I went to get my teeth done. I took my goals out to get my teeth done, and when I went the first time, they said, "Yo, your blood pressure too high." I'm like, "What?"
To get your teeth done.
Yes, they was like, "Yo, blood
they gotta
pressure
check you
is
because
too high."
that's an insurance.
They had to check, so they was like, "Your blood pressure is too high." I'm like, "How the hell my blood pressure too high to get my teeth?" They say your blood pressure too high. You might want to go get that checked out.
Yeah.
So then I went to my doctor. And then my doctor was like, well, you know, if your blood pressure, they checked it, it wasn't high at the moment, but he was like, if your blood pressure was high, or you be just, and I was like, you know, I be getting random headaches out of nowhere sometime too. So he was like, yeah, that's probably be, your blood pressure be up. He like, if you don't take that serious, you know, you could stroke, you could this, you could that.
It's not a game.
No, it's
we
not.
We be taking that shit as a game. No. Blood pressure, that's inside of your body. That could cause you to have a stroke. That could cause you to have a heart attack. That could cause you to pass out.
Yes.
It causes all kind of, and people always say, and I said, listen, if you're not paying attention to what you're eating, if you're not paying attention to what you're putting on your body on a consistent basis, chances are you are at risk.
Definitely is. So when I peeped that, I was like, okay, bomb, I'm already getting my teeth done. I'm transitioning from the golds to the pearly whites. Why not transition from unhealthy to healthy?
To healthy.
Bum. So I just got it. I just really got into it. I went and seen the vitamin lady. She gave me a blood type for my diet, told me what was bad for my blood, what was good for my blood. And then what I did was I went on the internet, because Google tell you everything. So I Googled it also, like, what's good for blood type B, right? And the same thing she told me.
Yeah.
On every little,
it coincided.
So you had to fact check.
Yeah, on every health thing, it was
That's
like,
right.
okay, yeah, chicken ain't good for you. Tomatoes not good for you. I'm like, wow.
Did you
A
know
lot of people
what?
don't know that.
Watch this.
Yeah.
Did you know that tomatoes, red tomatoes, are grafted with pork enzymes? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
They graft the pork enzyme with the tomato to put it on the shelf so it'll stay on the shelf longer.
Damn, that's why they say
yeah.
that
I
it
thought
ain't
that was
good.
the beefsteak tomatoes, those big ones.
Oh yeah, they graft them with pork enzymes because it makes the life of the tomato last longer on the shelf. There's so much mixing and grafting right now with our foods. And it's great to hear that you care so much about your health, because you can have pearly white teeth and then have high blood pressure, have a heart attack, God forbid, have a stroke. It doesn't make sense.
No sense. And you can have payment. So it's like, for me, I was like, bomb. I wanted to just get like fully healthy. And then not just that, I wanted
true wealth is true health.
Yeah, and then I want to look better. You know what I'm saying too? Like I want to be a good looking person. You feel me? Like, so like at the end of the day, the older you get, you know, the more things start to like,
everything changes.
It changes. So it's
Everything
like, I want to be
changes.
when I become an OG, I want to be a good looking OG.
That's
like
right.
I want to be the OG that the young things still be like, ooh.
That's facts.
Oh man, that look good.
That's
you
facts.
feel me? So I want to look good, just, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like also too, like in the business I'm in, a look can get you take you a long way.
Facts.
Look, people don't understand how far just looking good.
People, we always say, there's a saying, dress the way you want to be addressed.
Facts.
Dress the way you want to be addressed. And the way you look, your appearance and everything is your first business card. It's your presentation. Facts. And that's what's so dope. So let me ask you something. I heard you say something on one of the reunion shows, and you talked about friendship. Mm-hmm. And talked about what real friendship is. Talk about what knowing somebody really is. Yeah. Let me tell you. Let me ask you this. When it comes to friendship, to me, it's only a few letters, but that's a big word.
Yeah, that's that.
What is the real definition of friend to you?
I mean, to me, the real definition of a friend is somebody who riding with me. You know what I'm saying? Riding with me, right or wrong. To the wheels fall off. Somebody who loyal, somebody who gonna sacrifice for me, somebody who gonna tell me when I'm wrong, somebody who ain't afraid to cut me off. Yeah. Cause like, okay, you know what, you tripped out right now. I ain't messing with you.
They're gonna tell you the
now.
truth no matter what.
Somebody who would cut me off because I'm being inappropriate.
Yeah.
But then still check on me and make sure I'm good and help me get my mind right and to double back and still be down for me. Somebody who like, it's just like
who ain't afraid to tell you the truth. They not just around when the money is flowing, not around when the cameras are there.
If you hurt and they still like, you could be broke or rich, they still there with you. It's okay. Put it like this: a friend to me is somebody who is unconditionally, who got unconditional love and loyalty for you. Facts. Without benefit.
Yeah.
So it's
that's
like
just who they genuinely got you.
That almost don't even exist.
I don't even got a benefit. It's nothing. I don't got a benefit off of this friendship. Just us being friends is beneficial to me. Yeah. Just us sitting here having a conversation.
Just being
and just existing together in life is good enough.
That
for me.
That reminds me of something we talked about. It said, you're a human being, not a human doing. You don't have to do, you just have to be. Mm-hmm. So if somebody's in your life and they just there to be, not because of what they get, not because of what you can do for them, man, that almost doesn't exist anymore, right? But when it does exist, you hold on to that because it's those people that you know you can call upon in the high times and in the low times, in the chaotic times.
Man, you got to hold on to that. Them type of people for dear life. Like I say that, like, everybody ain't perfect, right? I be telling this to my chick, like, I always say, like, you know that saying how they say write all the good about a person on one side and write all the bad about them. Mm-hmm. And if they good outweigh they bad, you got to hold on to them. That's just how I am with life. Like, you know what I'm saying? If your good outweigh your bad with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with you. You feel what I'm saying? Because everybody got flaws. I don't expect nobody to be a perfect person. You feel me? But if your good outweigh your bad with me, if I know you got my best interests at heart and you rocking with me, yeah, you might be a little throwed off, or you might be a little slower, you might be, or whatever it may be, you is, you feel me? I overlook that because at the end of the day, I know you, for the most part, you really rocking.
Yeah, it's like accepting someone for who they are.
Yeah.
And that they could do better, like you.
Exactly, because that's me. I'm not perfect. You feel what I'm saying? At all. But I'm a good person, and if I'm in your life, I'm an asset, but it might be certain things that you might not like about me or certain things that might be annoying about me. I know I got it, but that don't make me a bad person. Mm-mm. So it's like if I'm expecting people around me to accept the flaws that come with me and accept me for who I am, I got to be willing to do the same thing. You got to
give the love that you want to receive.
Exactly.
Khaotic, let me ask you something. Stars comes to you and they say, look, we're going to give you a 5-picture deal. Stars, Paramount, comes to you and they say, we're going to give you a 5-picture deal. We want 5 films from you. What would be the first 3 films you would give them?
Ooh, I mean, the first film, probably.
And they want you to star in it. What's going to be your character?
The life story of Khaotic.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a first film, like the life story. That's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying. That's gonna be one of them. Then of course it's gonna be like some comedy.
Absolutely, you got to do comedy.
Like a comedy. So it'll be like a drama. A drama, what you call it? What you call the movies?
A dramedy?
Not a dramedy.
Psychological thriller.
It'll be like a drama, suspense. It'll be like a drama, thriller, suspense, comedy.
But if you could only do one film, would it be comedy or would it be a dramatic suspense film?
It'll be comedy.
It'll be comedy. You love comedy.
Yeah, I wouldn't go straight dramatic suspense because
I got an idea who you're gonna say, but who's your favorite comedic actor? Who's your favorite comedic actor
of all time?
That you love
of all time?
Yes, sir.
Shit, that's hard, bro. That's hard. I mean, my favorite, he not acting like that no more.
Who?
Shit, bro. That's hard to say because it's a lot, dog. It's a lot out there. That's hard.
Because to me, you seem very creative, right? Like your chaos, your disorder, to me is creativity, right? Like you could come up with stuff off the top of your head. To me, you put somebody with you in a room and you're going to come out with a hit, period.
Who would you think? Let me see if you could guess. Who would you think?
You said he's not really acting like that no more. So I think from a comedy perspective, because you got like...
He an OG in the game, basically. If I had to think of one, because I ain't gonna lie, you might.
I know you love Dave Chappelle. You gotta love Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. That's what I'm saying. See,
all day long.
I can't really say one. That's hard to say.
It's
one.
so
Top
many.
three. Top three.
But top three.
Top three.
I definitely would say Martin.
Oh my God.
I definitely would say Martin.
What about
is
Chris
one.
Tucker?
Chris Tucker, is that what I'm saying? It'd be hard to do a top three. But you know who?
It's so many, right?
You know who? Definitely Jim Carrey.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Jim
he's
Carrey.
genius.
Growing up
genius.
as a jit, Jim Carrey, like my favorite movies was the Ace Ventura.
Oh my God. I literally
Genius.
just watched those 2 weeks
Detective,
ago.
Ace Ventura with Nature Calls.
Genius.
Those two are my favorite movies of all
Genius.
time.
But we were even talking about him as Riddler in the Batman
Exactly.
series.
So that's what
Genius.
I'm saying. So like he is definitely. It's so many, dog. The whole In Love and Color cast.
Yeah,
All
Tommy
them.
Davidson's
Come
a
on, bro.
genius.
So it's like so
Shout out
many.
to Tommy.
It's so many.
I could tell you this, Chaos, and I could say this because I'm a dramatic actor, right? Like I do dramas.
no, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Family Business, Soul Food.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Double Cross. Like I do dramas. I'm telling you, you have a career in film that is going to be phenomenal. I'm telling you, I can see it.
Man.
I can see it.
Thank you, bro.
It's jumping all off for you.
Now I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to really like. That's like my next thing. I'm trying to cross over from reality TV to actually getting in films or real TV series or actual movies or something like that. I'm trying to really.
We
cross
knocking on the door for you
We
right
knock-
now.
knock-
Doing, you're not
Let's
trying,
go.
you're doing.
I'm
It's
crossing
gonna happen.
over.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this year I want to get me a role because I know I cut up like.
I
crazy.
promise you,
What
it's
type
coming.
of role do you want? Like if you had your choice, like this is what I want to do first.
I really would play any role, like, cause I could do it all. I could be serious, I could be funny, I could, you know what I'm saying? So I really want to do.
You do any
role.
accents?
No, I ain't in the accents.
You got to do some accents.
I got to learn them. I ain't got no accents.
You got to do some accents. You got to try.
I don't got no accent, man. Me not good with the accent, man.
Look. It's gonna
No,
be bad,
he's
but
so
we
good
no.
at accents,
No,
though.
I'm not that good, but I play it off because real Jamaicans be like, look, me not want no fuckery from you. You know what I mean? So we have Red Rat on the show a couple of weeks ago, right? It's my brethren. So we come on and talk all the time, and so I just try. You know what I mean? You have to try because respect.
Me, I respect your groove, man. You know, you're special, man. You're so special.
I think you could do whatever you want, man. Tonight you got on VH1. I mean, right now they're setting up.
Yeah, I'm on VH1 right now. Tune in. It's 8 p.m. If you ain't watching TV, turn your TV on right now. I'm live right now.
Tell me some of the things that you experience on the show that may be uncomfortable for you. I think that people see you in one perspective, but I think from you, because you said some things that like, you're a thinker.
Yeah.
And also you said something that speaks to people who have empathy for other people. You said if a person, their good outweighs their bad, then you still rock with them. That's a person who has empathy for other people.
Definitely.
So I know you're doing things outside of the specific genre that people know you in that's doing good for other people that other people don't even know about.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Like you do things silently, don't you, for people
Of
without
course.
telling the world that you
I
do them.
I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I don't put out a post. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of stuff for people that I might not even give to the world. You know what I'm saying? Because everything ain't for the world. Some things, especially when you're doing certain things for people, it's like I feel like if I show certain things that I do for people, it'll be more that like I'm like belittling them than uplifting them.
You're good at doing it.
Yeah, because it's certain stuff. Certain people don't want it to be known. And like somebody told me something one day. Like I remember somebody said to me one time, if I was a homeless person, I wouldn't want nobody coming to give me a plate of food with a big old camera in my face.
That's right. If you're gonna give me the
Like,
food,
you
give me the food.
Give me the food. Don't come with this big old camera in my face and then give me a plate of food. Like,
That's right.
come on, bro. Like come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just you gonna give me the food. But like, it's like something. You know what I'm saying?
There's a scripture about that, right? It talks about fasting in the Bible. It says if you're fasting, keep your face clean, right? Because once you start complaining and you're showing that you're fasting, then you've already received your reward.
Exactly.
Like those people who are given food and then filming it, they got their reward already.
Yeah, your reward is showing the people that you got the recognition. Yeah. So you made.
You're not waiting for God to give it to you.
Exactly.
You're looking for that from other people.
You got it was instant gratification. You got it right then and there. You showed it. You capitalized. Posted it on your social media. You shamed the person. You built yourself up. Look at me. I'm in position to feed these poor people. When you could have just pulled up and just dropped that off and kept it moving, and nobody ain't had to see that.
So you mentioned earlier that you were kind of chaotic, a little, kind of had a lot of violence in your past. Mm-hmm. What made you what inspired you to grow into the person that you are today?
Jesus, man, so much. Like to be honest with you, I used to be a real gangster. Like I used to be real reckless. You feel me? So it was like, it was so many. I had multiple attempts on my life at one point in time. A lot of people have tried to take me out the game. You know what I'm saying? I done been in a lot of, I done been shot 17 times. You feel me? The first time I got shot,
separate occasions, right?
Yeah, the first time it was 15 times. And then the second time it was 2 more times. So it was like at one point in time from like over a course of probably about 3 to 4 years or from, let me see.
You got a calling on your life, brother. If you survive
it was like I was either shooting or being shot at, or I was locked up for probably like a 10-year period in my life. That whole 10 years was in and out of jail, in and out of beef. My brother had got a life sentence. You know what I'm saying? My cousin had got a life sentence. Both of them got a life sentence in the same year.
What made you say like, nah, that's not for me anymore?
So the last time I had really got locked up, I got jammed up. I was supposed to be gone. I had got jammed up. It was me and my homeboy. We both had got caught up in attempted armed robbery and a shooting with the intent to kill. And the dude that was the victim in a case, he had a warrant. So when they all went down and he got the police, they called the police, they caught us on the expressway. Like we tried to pull a high-speed chase, but we was in another city. We didn't even know our way around. So we got caught at the airport. But mind you, when they arrested us and took us in, they took us in facing the charges against a person that didn't exist because the dude that got shot up, he survived. And he had a warrant.
The one that had the warrant survived.
The dude he was the one who got shot up.
Yeah.
He survived, and he had a warrant. So he gave the police a different name.
Wow.
So they put the charges against us under a person named Jason Parker, but the whole time his name was something else.
That's right.
So when we got arrested, we locked up for Jason Parker. While we getting booked and everything, he ended up coming through the jail. We looking, we like, look, this the nigga, he bandaged up and stuff. So we like, what? He had a warrant. He came to jail too. So it was like all that had to go in the police report. So the charges was
for somebody else.
Somebody that didn't exist.
Yeah.
So we ended up riding it out because we didn't have lawyers. So we had both didn't say anything and we wrote it out. Like we sat in a county jail in Raleigh, North Carolina for like probably like 17, 18 months.
Wow.
Before they had to let us go. Because you couldn't, you know what I'm saying? We was going to trial. We ain't gonna say nothing because we both knew and we was in a holding cell together. This is where they slipped at. So we looking like, oh, he done came in. So we knowing now by the time we get our paperwork, we read it, we get through it, we knowing what's going on. We send kites to each other. Okay, we're gonna ride this out. No matter how long it take, we know we innocent.
So now you was in that position and you saw yourself and you saw the trajectory of where you want to go now. Cause like,
but but watch this, not to cut you off. That wasn't the first time that happened. I got locked up in here for armed robbery and an assault one time. And the dude so basically it's just like God just kept saving me.
That's what I'm saying. You got a calling on your life.
Work to do. You got other work
from death. He kept saving me.
You got a calling on your life. I said that earlier today. Yeah. I mean, I said that a few minutes ago. Yeah. And so when you see that and that keep happening for you that way, where you keep getting pulled out of the lion's den, you got to make that choice, because when you don't make that choice, something else happens.
And like, listen, I was running from it for a long time, still, you know what I'm saying, being a jarhead, thinking life was war. and kept. And then that last time, that actual time when I got out, it was like I came home and I had my homeboys in Miami. They was like saying, man, you got to take the music serious. You got to take this serious. You got to take that serious. And then I just came home and I got around my peoples. They was in a good position in life, so they took me up under their wing where I ain't have to come home and get back to the streets
and grind again.
And they put me on. They put me in position. And ever since then, that's when I actually came home and started working. This was around 2012 when I got out. And I came home and started working. And then ever since then I've been
focused.
I got focused. You know
got focused. And then look what happened since then.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When people are in a position where they gotta ask themselves, you got a chance and you got a choice. And sometimes you got both at the same time. You got another chance, you got to make a choice. And what you did was you took that chance and made the choice to go, I can't do nothing for nobody in there.
No.
You can't do nothing for nobody in there.
Or there.
Or in the ground, right? Like when people say, good to see you, thank you. It's great to be seen instead of viewed, right?
Yes.
It's best to be seen and not viewed. Amen. So we know you got a calling on your life right now. Love and hip hop is literally not just the United States, but it's all over the world. Yeah. You're creating, you're still making music. We're already talking about you doing film and television. We're going to speak that into existence for you.
Amen.
We give thanks for your life, and we know that you're doing good things behind the scene because you're making a way with your life because God made a way for you.
Amen.
And so we're thankful you came on the show and told a little bit about your story because this show is really about come as you are, but you can't stay as you are.
I know. Ooh.
Come as you are.
So I'm leaving here a reality TV star turned actor.
Yes, sir.
I'm not walking out here as a reality TV star no more.
Yes, sir.
I'm walking out here as
the actor.
Denzel Lawrence. No, let's change that. Denzel, Eddie, Dave, Lawrence.
That's your alias right
there. There we go.
Carey.
You heard it here first.
And put the Carey.
You gotta have Jim Carrey in there. You gotta have the Carrey in there.
Denzel, Martin, Dave, Carey.
Look, bro, I tell you,
Washington.
I tell people all the time, I'm a combination of all the people that I grew up watching and loving. So when you see me, you actually see all those people that I pulled from.
Definitely.
And I became.
Definitely.
Right? So I understand exactly what you're saying, and I know what you're going to do. I know what you're going to do because you're going to take all that creativity and all that focus and point it in a direction that's going to work for you, and you're going to keep inspiring people. I see it all over you.
Yeah, it's written all over my face. Hey,
tell people
you don't have to say a word.
Khaotic, tell people.
Do we get a freestyle too?
Hey man, if you want it, I can.
Come on, give it to us. We got 1 minute. Give us a freestyle.
Give me a beat. You got to make a beat right now. Ooh, what is that?
My beatbox is whack.
Boy, your beatbox game. His beatbox game.
It was whack.
What kind of beatbox was that?
Yo, I was rocking with it though.
For a second. Ooh. It's giving what it's giving.
Nah, my beatbox is whack.
Well, I was finna go off on that. It was giving a little something now. It was giving a little something.
It's whack.
All right.
It's whack.
What's our boy name?
It's whack.
What's the beatbox boy name? OG. What's the OG beatbox's name?
Not
My beatbox is whack.
What's the
Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh. All right, now Dougie. Boy, he getting his Dougie.
Shout out to
Fresh
Dougie Fresh. Come on, we got 1 minute. Give us a short freestyle. Give us 2 bars, 3 bars, 4 bars.
I'll take your girl to the doctor and put some breasts on. This man in here getting his Dougie Fresh on. I step out in my Dougie Fresh on. Smelling like cologne, looking for some Sean, trying to take her back home. She a dog ass bitch. I like to give a dog a bone. Tell that hoe to eat it. We about to go out tonight, baby girl. I'm treating, creeping, freaking with the baddest freaks.
You heard it here first.
I hit them, then I leave them. They get mad at me.
What?
I drop dick in them hoes. No one after me. She say he rich. She be balling like an athlete. Okay.
Okay, I'm start right now.
Khaotic in the building. Just gave us a freestyle. I'm Darrin DeWitt Henson.
I'm Taurey Henson.
And
I'm
you've
Khaotic
been
305.
grooved. One more time.
Go.
You just heard it right there. Freestyle from Khaotic. I'm Darrin DeWitt Henson.
I'm Taurey Henson.
I'm Khaotic 305.
And you've been grooved.
And you've been grooved.